DrDisrespect, a fitting name considering how he treats the age of consent, is someone whose career I thought was dead and buried. I mean, the guy literally admitted that the reason he was banned from Twitch in 2020 was because he used their whisper function to sext a minor. It should be impossible to come back from that. Unless you work in Hollywood or the Congress, that is. And I guess Doc realized that as well, because soon after he proceeded to delete that post, make a bunch of cryptic tweets teasing his return, and eventually make a comeback stream where he made a new response. And it's certainly something, although whether that's a good or a bad thing is up to your interpretation.
People want to show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we, in second grade?
Well, no, but I'm certain your girlfriend is.
You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs.
You see, this is what you guys don't understand about me. I'm Light Yagami. I'm a mega genius who can outsmart even the most intelligent of his opponents. I'm the Kakado Avocado. I'm always one step ahead. And so when I made that tweet confessing that I sexted a minor, I was actually trying to bait the journalists into writing articles calling me a pedo and getting all my sponsors to drop me because I was trying to expose the journalists for falling prey to the woke mind virus.
When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
You said in your confession that you had conversations with an individual minor. We all know you said that, no matter how many times you tried to edit that part out. Now, I get that some states have the age of consent set below 18, which is why you had a bunch of speds like Sneeko spreading the lie that the person was 17, but even then, that would not make it okay for a man who at the time was in his mid-30s to be messaging a minor inappropriately. It just feels like at a certain point after he made his initial response, he decided that he wanted to salvage his career, and so he started sweeping and trying to make it seem as if what he did wasn't that bad. And clearly it's worked. I mean, look at that chat over there. No pushback whatsoever, just a massive hug box. The only place you'll find a congregation of more people expressing their love for someone who did heinous shit is an American college campus. Anyways, after this bizarre comeback, he would continue streaming and attracting tens of thousands of viewers, and now things have improved even more for him, because earlier this week he signed a deal with Rumble, which, if you don't know, is a YouTube and Twitch competitor whose content is primarily right-wing political stuff. But they have been trying to diversify their content and audience by signing people like Gideon, Ricegum, Kai Cenat, IShowSpeed, and DrDisrespect being signed seems to be their latest attempt to do that. But it gets even weirder, ladies and gentlemen, because he's not just gonna be a signed streamer, he's also gonna be the head of one of their business sectors. DrDisrespect will also lead Rumble Gaming, acting as an advisor and helping to build the Rumble Gaming community. I would say this is why you shouldn't allow people with cerebral palsy to run your business, but after this announcement, Rumble's shares increased by 13%. So I guess they unlocked the secret formula to growing their business by hiring a nonce. In all seriousness though, this is the literal definition of scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, couldn't you have found someone who didn't sext a minor inappropriately? What was wrong with getting someone like Nick Merckx on board? Sure, he may not be as recognizable as the Doc, but consider this. He also fits perfectly with Rumble's free speech and anti-woke and cancel culture brand, and also, he didn't sext any children. Now, Rumble's tweet announcing the news has a lot of people justifiably flaming Rumble for hiring a pedo as both a signed streamer and leader of a business sector, but there were still a few speds who were slobbering on Dr. Diddler's cock. For example, the Quartering, who was an ardent defender of Doc when he was first exposed, released a 17-minute video discussing this, and honestly, with how hard this guy is sweeping for a pedo, he might as well be named the world's best janitor.
However you feel about the guy's past or whatever, that's up to you. I can hear some people typing in the comments, he did this, I don't like that. You're entitled to feel that way. I'm not defending the behavior. But I'm also saying this was many years ago, and you're going to feel how you're going to feel, and that's okay. But from a platform perspective, this is a massive W.
Okay, so not only are we witnessing blatant retardation here, but also a lack of consistency regarding morals. This guy made multiple tweets rightfully condemning Chris Tyson for doing inappropriate stuff with minors back in 2018, but when Doc was getting outed, he was blowing him like a Dutch prostitute. And now he's blowing him again by saying, yeah, this guy's gonna make Rumble great again. Sure, he may have ideas on how to improve Rumble, but he also has a massive skeleton that fell out of his closet, and its stench is going to linger to his name for as long as he lives. I'm not even talking about morality, I'm saying business-wise. Is it really intelligent to hire a guy like that to be the head of your gaming department? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if after this, Rumble is going to be offering streaming contracts to Minilad and Linemaker and Zero. I mean, you already got one pedophile on your platform, so what hurt can 2 or 3 more do? We also had Fresh and Fit deliver their commentary on this, and I just want to say, if you have a closeted anti-Semitic homosexual and a deadbeat defending you, then you're probably not the best person in the world.
Now, Rumble has been through a lot. They've had Kai and Speed before, Gideon, Steve will do it. These big names, right? However, things ain't always go as planned. A lot of things these creators have done were more based off of selfish interest, and they didn't give back to the company. Long story short, though, guys, these creators were not for the platform, like Myron said. However, you would want, as a CEO or as someone that's running a company, a older, more integrity-based streamer that understands the value of being accountable to your word and what you set up for at the very beginning.
Okay, before we get to the main points, it's great that I'm going to be adding subtitles to this clip in post-production, because 75% of the time this guy's talking, he sounds like he's constantly having a stroke. But beside that, the things this guy is saying are just plain dumb. First of all, how is being older beneficial to your integrity? I don't care if Keemstar is old and has a decade worth of content on YouTube. If I was running a platform, that is the last person I would want to run a business sector. The guy can't even run his YouTube projects without turning them into complete shit. What do you think is gonna happen when he has to run part of a company? And second of all, it's funny how Fresh is talking about accountability in a conversation about a person who can't take accountability for his behavior.
Now, as you guys know, gaming itself is a industry where it's either, you know, young, crazy, flashy, or it's like good gamer and unfortunately titties and girls. Disrespect brings a level of seniority, a level of respect, and a level of, well, it's funny, disrespect, but a level of maturity to gaming.
Bro, these guys have never watched a DrDisrespect clip in their lives. They fucking describe him as some sort of aristocrat who thinks swearing is the same as murder, and then you go to any one of his compilations and is just him behaving as any other gamer would. Doc also posted a tweet on his personal account where he says, "Crazy to think a type of class of people tried to cancel us and create a false, exaggerated narrative about something from almost a decade ago." Ah yes, a class of people that created a false and exaggerated narrative that you yourself subscribe to. Definitely doesn't scream of ketamine abuse. So kids, what did we learn today? DrDisrespect is a pedophile and is bad, and Rumble made a big mistake by hiring him. I think we all knew that, but I just wanted to reiterate. But anyway guys, that is the end of this very epic commentary video. Thank you all so much for watching and for all of your support. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, turn notifications on, please comment because it really helps me out in the algorithm. Also, join my Discord server and follow me on the cesspit known as Twitter. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
She got to the bone. Wait, these niggas watching. I swear to God, they be my clothes.